Do I think there needs to be spice in a romance for it to be enjoyable? No. Is it my preference? Hell fucking yeah. It's like a reward. I've had people in my comments call me like a gooner before. I always have to laugh at that one. And what makes romance book different to corn is the plot and the character development and the use of spice as a tool to emotionally develop a relationship between characters. Yeah, you can make these super fun with like spicy schminks, and I have a couple of examples of book recs coming up for that. But tell me the last time in a corn video that you were like kicking your feet, squealing because the tension leading up to it, you just know that they're gonna help each other heal through this like severe trauma that you have an entire backstory for. Yeah, I'll wait, because that doesn't fucking exist. So I've got a stack of books here that I'm gonna go through that have what I like to call healing spice. I'm gonna start with Chasing Riddick since this is launching in June. June 20th, this will be coming out, so add it to your want to reads list on Goodreads so you don't forget about it. If you want healing spice, this book has got the healing spice, let me tell you. Out of all of the books that I've written, I think even including the Mercenary and the Mortician, this has like the most healing, emotionally charged spice scenes that I've ever done. Like if you want a relationship that's beautiful, full of love, and like makes your heart tight and you're just kind of like squealing, kicking your freaking feet as the two characters heal each other through romance, this book, add it to your list. You're gonna love it. I also have 100% success rate of making people cry. Like you will cry. And if you do, DM me pictures because your anguish sustains me. So I just finished this like this morning, and this book is called Drown in You. This is the first book in a trilogy by, who is it? TJ Hammel. I don't know why this book doesn't have more ratings. I loved this. It is very dark. The beginning is super rough. Basically, our protagonist is in SLAVE in the ST, and his master is literally a POS. Like, it was horrific what this poor boy went through. He's rescued by our other MMC, who is kind of like a plant in this whole organization as they try to save these boys and men that have been abducted. This entire book was basically a freaking healing arc, like, which is my favorite. I freaking love that. It was dark, it had a healing arc, it had foot kickies, and it had some pretty wild schmink in here too. Like there was definitely like healing spice, but this was like a good example for me of like when I come across a schmink that I haven't read before where I was like, oh wow, we don't schmink shame on this channel, but this one might not be for me. But if you're into like the daddy boy schmink, I think this one is definitely for you. And I will say this is a good example of, it might have not been for me, but I could see from a storytelling perspective how that made so much sense for these characters to develop. Like our main character, who was severely abused, was sometimes so not emotionally okay that he couldn't handle things like basic hygiene or even getting out of bed and making himself food in the morning. So that kind of like caretaker schming, yes, it was brought a bit to an extreme, but it made so much sense for this character's healing arc. Like I honestly ate it up. I freaking loved this book. I already have the next two coming, and my friend who recommended this series to me says that the schminks get even schminkier in the next two, so I'm really excited to see if I can learn any more fun stuff. There's Only After by Julie Addicott. This book covers the very dark topic of self-deleting. So if that is a trigger, definitely avoid this book. I have a few friends where that's a pretty serious trigger, and it gets right into it. It's rough in the beginning. I was sobbing by like chapter 3. But again, the healing spice in this, once the two characters like come to get to know each other and they start just like working through the trauma of having somebody in their life that died by self-deleting, was just beautiful. This is a beautiful book. A lot of self-deleting awareness in here. Anyways, I really loved this read. If you're in the mood to like just emotionally damage yourself, add this one to your list. It is really good. Follow the River by C.E. Ricci. I freaking loved this book, and I loved this book because it's just my personal favorite kind of go-to for like relationships in romance. Like I love when we have characters who are dealing with trauma and they use like romance spice, communication in general, like good communication to like help each other overcome these horrible things that have happened to them. And I think this book does a really good job of that. Like I was just like, my heart was tight and I was like squealing and kicking my feet when you finally get past the rough parts. You know what I mean? Like a reward. So good when you finally work through the rough parts and you get to the part where they're just like in love with each other. It's so nice. Not to throw another one of my own books in here, but that definitely is the case as well with The Mercenary and the Mortician. If you've read this book, y'all know the scene when Cal appears back at Fairview and he's got his pew pew in one hand and his bouquet of lilies in the other, and like what happens after that, like that is again one of my favorite healing spice scenes that like I've ever written. And again, this book is full of like schminkier, darker spice scenes. I love when there's like a blend of that. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got plot, we've got character development, we've got schmink, but then we also have like those like emotional, touching, feel good, spicy moments, you know? It's like why I love romance. I could go on and on and on and show you guys so many books with like healing spice on it. So if you want more videos with healing spice book recommendations, please let me know because I have tons of them. These ones were all MM, but I also have MF Rex as well too. And also Hellcat, which is the second book to Death Trap. Death Trap is MM, but Hellcat is gonna come out October 1st, and that one's gonna be MM. It's gonna be Shum's story. That one, the healing spice, is also like, mark it on your calendar. Shum is a broken boy, let me tell you. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you want more healing spice book recs, and let me know if there's a book that just stands out to you, that healed you, that you think I would love. Cause you know me, I'm always looking for new recs.